Now hopefully you can see me, right, and everything's right, because it is cold. Now these fish are having it a little bit, and they're not big. I've come here on purpose because I know I was going to get some bites, or I suspected I was going to get some bites. And I've developed a little bit of a following, a fan club with some lads who are real new chubbers, and you know, it's great. I love it because, you know, everybody's just obsessed with barbel, aren't they, nowadays? And they asked me about fishing in difficult conditions, not particularly when, you know, it's easy. Because when it's easy, isn't it? You can all fish when it's easy. We can all fish when it's easy. When it's 2 or 3 swan shot job, or a 25 gram Drennan feeder and a bit of flake, and you know, you're just tossing it out on an ounce tip, it's easy. But when there's a couple of footing, there's a bit of water, you've got a bit of tension on your line, and you know, you're trying all slacks and they're just not there, right? But the river's fine enough and the fish have moved back towards where they probably live. Mice, you know, mice here. Rats, there's loads of rats, but I don't mind rats because they kind of keep the distance. But these mice, oh, they're driving me nuts. They come right up to my bucket. Anyway, right, so when you're up against it a little bit, and you know, you've got fish feeding, and you're getting these little wallop bites because you can't hit them, and they're not hooking themselves, or you know, the chub are just canny anyway, aren't they? And you sort of sat there and pluck, and they feel that tension on line, they feel weight of that feeder, yeah, they might feel hook, microseconds, milliseconds before your tip even moves. So by the time your tip's moved, it's nearly game over and you're sort of like striking at nout. And if you follow what I'm going to do, right, it won't always work, but if the fish are driving you mad like they were here on flake with me, right, this is a superb opportunity to show you a little trick. Now, 2 bites at cherry, I call it. Okay, and first things first, I'll show you my rig. Size 4 super specialist. I've got 18 inches of 6-pound fluorocarbon. Got a little anti-tangle boom there. Size 11 swivel. It's a mini barbel rig, this. And I've got a little buffer bead there. And then up here, as it's coming down, that's just a corum feeder bead and an ounce and a half corum feeder. And just behind it, I've got a float stop. And that float stop just stops me feeder from buggering off right down my line when I'm baiting up. Now, it's difficult to do all this and talk and remember what I've said and what I haven't, so you'll just have to forgive me. But these crusts, I've chopped them. What I do is I get a loaf of bread and I cut the crust off and I leave a bit of white, as you can see. They're probably about 3/4 of an inch and a half inch deep, these. I'm just gonna Jesus Christ. Here, have that. It's driving me nuts to do. Yeah, I cut them up, I bag them, right, airtight bag, blow a bit of air in, and I bag them up and I leave them for a few days. Then what I do is, I get a bag like this, and I just smear some butyric acid, okay, only a couple of drops inside bag, and 1 drop of garlic essential oil, okay, and then I put my crusts in freezer and take them out, and obviously they draw flavour in. Right, so we go through white bit with hook, okay, so point comes out at brown bit like so, and then just like you would your meat, twist it round and pull it back in. Job done. Then get your paste. This is a milk protein paste, which has got oof, it's that cold. Even this has gone stiff. Yeah, this is a milk protein paste. It's made from several different types of milk protein: sodium caseinate, calcium caseinate, acid and rennet casein, different meshes, and I buy them all so that in small amounts, just for my chub fishing in winter. And I've really kind of got this paste sus now. It's also got some soluble fish meal in there and some liver hydrolysate, which I either make myself or I get made. I don't buy it anymore. But if you were going to buy some, buy that bath stuff. My accounts, that's pretty good. But this is made by me, or I get it made. And again, it's flavoured with N-butyric acid. And what you do is you just mould your cheese paste. I call it cheese paste, right? Because it smells like sweaty feet. So, and it's just force of that, you know. It's just habit from over years of using cheese paste. So that's it. Now that I know will sink. Right, might only just sink, but it will sink. And then what I've got is some powdered bread. Now, powdered bread. It's not liquidised bread. There's no feed in this whatsoever. Right, this is just powdered bread that's going to carry. Okay, it's just going to carry some tiny 3mm coarse pellets, which again I've flavoured with N-butyric acid. Now, if I just go, oh god, that make it right. Right, we'll just get this out. We're just fishing on edge at flow. Okay, so it's not a big lob. Just pull your rod back as you would, and just carry it down. Dink, watch, nice. Don't want a massive bowing line. Quite pulling through a little bit on this side, and it's pulling that 2-ounce tip right round. You know, it's not. We ain't got that little, you know, bit of softness. We've got the tip is literally right pulled round. We could put a 4-ounce tip in, which would have been, you know, the more sensible option, but not everyone's got a collection of tips, and this works because that crust, right, once it's been in water. Now I've just got to get this end ready here because I don't want to mess it up. I'll just turn this light off so that we can, hopefully it's not causing any glare. But oh, it's nice fishing on a night like this. I mean, it's only bloody 5:30. It's absolutely freezing cold, and they're just bouncing around all over. They're driving me nuts, and I can't see them now. I can only just sort of like see a little bit round here. But anyway, once that crust, right, that crust won't come off. It's it'll sit there and it'll take probably best part of, I reckon, about 4 or 5 minutes before it starts to break up. And even then, you still have a fair amount of it which is sat there on that bend of your hook. And when you get these bites, right, what you've got to bear in mind now is that we've got a fair bit of tension in line because we're fishing through in flow. It's a bit more flow than what we'd probably like, even down edge, and it's pulling that tip round, it's putting a bit of tension on line, and we're really up against it because everything's in there forever. When they grab that bread and that paste in their gob, by the time we've seen any bite or felt any bite, they're ready to let go. Don't make no mistake about it. You know, we are just them milliseconds behind because they pull, and it's got to, you know, you've got to take a bit of tension up, and it's not instantaneous. It's not like they grab it and, you know, it's not, they're not going like that and pulling your tip. They're going like that, and they'll be moving a little bit, maybe moving your, you know, like your swivel arrangement or whatever. They'll be pulling a bit of bent tension on line, you know, in your bow and your line, and then you'll get that kind of indication. Well, by that time, old Chub rubber lips has sort of thought, don't like that, and he's let go. Now, fishing this method, that crust will come off, right? So they'll grab it, and the crust will come off, and they might eat it, they might miss it, it might go down to the next chub, you know, if there's a couple of three of them kicking about. And what you need to do is, and I'll try and demonstrate it, I mean, we won't get a bite, will we now? But I'll try and demonstrate it. Right, we've got a bite, okay, missed it, all right, missed it on purpose. Pull the rod back, let your bail arm off, and just like, you just trotting your line down. That crust's gone, okay? You just kind of like trotting your line down. You just bit of tension in your tip, and you're just feeling it through, okay? Just going down really, really slow. There's no tension there in tip, okay? You've got your rod there, you've got your finger over the line, and you're just slowly, slowly, slowly just working that line down swim with hardly any tension in tip. Just keep it going, okay? Because that cheese paste, or your fish paste, or your liver paste, or whatever it is you're using, okay, if you've done it right, it's still sat on the eye of that hook with a bare hook. So anything that comes and grabs it now, the chances are, because we've got that, like, you know, we're feeding line down and we're just following it through, okay, then there's no tension. They'll grab it, and you'll get a really positive kind of wallop. And there we go. There we go. We're in. We're in. Ah, yes. I'm just going to try and move my camera around a little bit. Didn't quite work out that as planned. I feel like a big fish, to be honest. Not that it matters. Right, I'm going to have to put my light on because I need to see now. I have to get off my ass and oh, come on. The buggers out there, they know. Well, the landing net's absolutely frozen solid to bloody ground. Come on. There. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, I fucking missed it. Come on. Yes, I missed it. Have we? Yeah, we got him. Can't see because it bloody missed and torched. Right. Ooh. I think I need a rest after that. Well, it worked, didn't it? At least. Right, let's get this fish. Oh. Fish back. Oh, it's not a bad one. I think it's maybe a few pounds. Look at that. I mean, net's absolutely frozen. Just get that. Just pop that hook out. There we go. we've got another rook in it. I don't know what's happened there, but anyway. Saved all his fight till they were on bank, that bugger. Yeah, look at that. Hey, must be. It's probably knocking on for £3, that fish. Beautiful. Proof of the pudding and all that. A long bloody skinny thing. Nice. Right. We shall pop it back and see. Oh God, it's so cold. See if we can get another. Happy days. Ooh. I bet I ain't even on that camera now, but oh God. Right, I can have a well-earned bag now. If you haven't got one of these suits, by the way, guys, right, and you're one of these people like me who likes decent clothing because you fish a lot in winter, Lee Young put me onto these F12 thermal made by Aqua. Absolutely brilliant. I am not even slightly cold, and all I've got on underneath it is an hoodie and a t-shirt, and underneath, you know, my pants, like I've just got my jogger. Oh God, these mice, man, they're crackers. Why don't you just go away? And I aren't cold, and it is cold. I mean, there's ice on everything. You can see probably, you know, me old all there. Look, it's just everything's frozen up. The unlucky mat's she's just turned into a sheet of ice. I've got ice everywhere, man. My paste's frozen up. Not cold. My hands are freezing. My face is cold. But these suits, fantastic. Best thing I've ever bought. And my old Sunridge, I've had 20 odd years, I think maybe 30 years in fairness, 25 years at least. And it lasted me and it was great, but it were bulky and it were big. Felt like you were wearing a dinghy. This, it's just like wearing an ordinary jacket, ordinary trousers. It's got this foil lining in it, you can probably see. There, look. And all I've got, like I say, I've just got this hoodie, and then I've got a t-shirt on underneath it. Actually, I've got a t-shirt and I've got my thermal, like, base layer. But I ain't got a load of clobber on. And, you know, and I'm warm. Fantastic. And it's 100% waterproof. I've been out in it in an absolute downpour. And, yeah, what a brilliant piece of kit. I mean, expensive piece of kit, like, you know, but fantastic. Anyway, see if I can catch another. Brilliant. I'll roll up, I'll give it a rest, put some food in and give it a rest. Turn my phone off, save my battery just in case I get a big lump. I'm a bit sly out. Hey, what's that?